All right, and welcome into the company. It is February 4th. Another month has passed. We are the second month into 2019 already.
Yes,
January went by quick, and we are one day removed from Super Bowl lie.
Super Bowl live.
Shut up.
That so went over my head. I caught it. L-I-I-I. Got it.
Yeah,
You're a dick.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sure. You know, I thought it was gonna be lame, just because who was in it. But then when I got home and I started watching, I was like, okay, I called it lame all week. Maybe I'll get home and they'll give me a good game and I'll at least have something entertain me.
Yeah.
Lies.
Oh my god.
Lies.
It was worse than advertised.
I did myself.
Real talk, I wanted to see Kansas City in there against the Rams. I think that would have been a much better game.
Andy Reid sucks as a coach when it matters.
Or better yet, it could have been Kansas City versus the Saints because the Saints got robbed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you see the Saints newspaper?
I think the
Nope.
Saints would have beat the shit out of the Patriots personally.
They published a newspaper with a blank page. It was front page was blank, and all it said was Super Bowl. What Super Bowl?
I like that. I agree.
Yeah, they're a little bitter over what happened.
It should be.
And most people say, you know, oh, it could have been a better game, but there was two teams with great defense. They were great
they were great last night.
game.
I mean,
Was scoring. So I mean,
somebody just the Rams weren't used to the spotlight.
Yeah,
so.
that's kind of where I was. I like everybody asked me all week, yeah, who you got in the game? And I always went this. I said, I want the Rams to win, but nowhere in history where somebody magically get to the Super Bowl and that young and that type of talent that they win. And it proved once again, it just doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I should have bet on the game. That's what I just learned from my statement.
You wouldn't have bet that. There was no. What would you have bet?
Oh, I don't even know what the line is. I would have bet it straight up, like who was going to win. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I don't even know what the line was. So
I think they expected it to be like a 7-point spread. I think they.
Oh really? Okay.
In the 30s.
Well, shit. So shoot, the over and under. I'd have been fucked on that. But
Yep.
Okay.
A lot of people lost their money.
If you bet against the spread, you've been Gucci. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people upset last night. I didn't hear anybody talking about it up until that point. There weren't any parties being thrown. Nobody said they were doing anything at the house. It didn't even feel like a Super Bowl. It was just another day.
No. It's like Christmas in your 30s. Who the fuck cares?
Mm-hmm.
Golly.
Just another game. So now that that's over, we can watch the AAFL, though, right?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. We're gonna give it a try.
I mean, just give it a try. It's not gonna hurt anything. I've already picked my team that I'm gonna root for.
Yeah, we know.
I don't need a reason. I just do it because it started. No, my family ain't from nowhere. No, I don't know nobody on the team. I'm just picking them.
All right, sorry.
The closest city.
What just happened? I missed. I had a phone call.
I was saying we're going to watch the AAFL now that the NFL is over for the year.
I'm probably not even going to lie.
That's rude.
I'm just saying.
Guys are trying to earn a living.
Well,
you never know. Some of these guys are going to get picked for the NFL, so you just might that future prospect.
You're right, but while I'm trying to watch the second string at Mizzou play, I'm just being honest with you. Well, when our asses beat them this year, I'm just being a dick.
Yeah, I see. There was really nothing entertaining about it last night. I mean, even the commercials were bad. There was a couple commercials that were funny. The elevator commercial was hilarious.
3 trailers.
Oh, what trailers did they even play? I totally missed it.
Avengers, Captain Marvel,
and Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw, yeah.
Everything else was Netflix.
What's Hobbs and Shaw? The Fast and Furious thing?
Yeah, it's the spinoff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Rock and Jason Statham.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
But there was like 15 commercials for Netflix products or movies.
Yeah, Netflix spitting that dough out.
Nah, T-Mobile put that money out.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They were
Commercial.
on like every other commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, they going in because they acquired Sprint.
Oh, that will happen.
And
Mhm.
AT&T had to give them all their money back a few years back. So
Oh yeah.
plus some. So they sitting pretty nice right now, actually.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, the only commercial that I really dug was the elevator one when they were looking for a car,
Yeah.
and Duke kept
Oh,
going
yeah.
through, and they stopped on the vegan floor, and Duke said, "We got meatloaf."
Wow.
Dude was like,
His mouth, he was like,
oh.
That's when you bring your own food.
"Yeah, that
I got
part,
it. I'm good.
So everything was like going down, and then finally it was like, oh no, we're doing a Hyundai or whatever, and he's like,
Right.
oh, we're going up, and then it seems like heaven on that floor.
Yeah." And dude tried to step off. He's like, "No, Mister. What was the dude getting?" He was
Mr.
like,
Colin. No, Mr. Colin.
I totally missed that.
And halftime show. Any thoughts on the halftime show?
I literally left work right when it started. So all I saw was Travis, and as soon as Travis part ended, I left work.
Travis rapped like what? 4 bars?
Yeah,
he
he
did.
didn't rap much.
Yeah. And it was an awkward rap too. It was like he kept going into this like high pitched thing. Like
Yeah,
he was
it's
trying to
like
make it,
I don't know if he could hear himself based on what I heard, because I was like, I've seen his clips live and it don't sound like that.
Speaking of
Hey,
high
shout out
pitched
to
rap,
Marshawn Lynch.
speaking of high pitched rap, back to the commercials here real quick.
Mhm.
What's his name?
That guy.
Man,
dude,
no, Chance.
buddy.
Oh,
Chance
I
the Rapper.
apparently have never heard Chance rap before.
I'm not huge on his rap.
Because
Like a lot of
whatever he
people.
was doing in that commercial was annoying as hell. And I don't
I
know
think
if you
not-
I think I seen that commercial before, like 2 weeks ago. They kind of showed it. Is it the Backstreet Boys one?
yeah, like the Doritos commercial. When he was
Yeah. That's
even know it was-
somewhat. He raps different sometimes, but that is one of his flows.
that was odd. And it weird.
He's talented though.
No, he
talented.
is. It's just not always for me.
That.
I like when he's with Kanye personally. That's
Mhm.
when I have liked him.
Mm-hmm.
that bum.
Your favorite.
But I mean, back to the halftime show though. I mean, so I'm a Maroon 5 fan. I'm a Big Boy fan. I mean, I even like Travis Scott. But I mean, you can't really put them in a Super Bowl and expect it to be like some amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like Justin Timberlake last year killed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's set up to. He's dancing. He's got all these live instrumentation. Like it's supposed to be dope.
Yeah.
Same thing with, let's say, like Beyonce. It's just an over the top type of performance. Maroon 5 ain't set up to be a performer like that.
it's unfortunately just pure pop music. Like I like Maroon 5 to an extent, not in recent years, but it's pure pop music just doesn't cover. Like when Madonna did the Super Bowl, who the fuck really remember it?
Yeah. Now I
So-
did legit almost lose my shit when Big Boy came out in the Cadillac and they started playing Kryptonite.
See, I gotta watch it. I didn't get to see that, but I
Well,
heard.
Whatever Killer Mike is doing now, he's like on top of everything. He is the woke voice of 2019. And for Kryptonite to come out, it would have been amazing for him to come out and do Kryptonite.
Yeah.
Just because he's in the
Oh.
light right now.
Oh, the NFL's like, they
Yeah,
know who he is. They ain't letting that happen. He's like, he gonna slip some shit in. Nope.
Yeah.
I bet you
I don't-
Big Boy
I don't-
ass too.
I don't
I
think he
mean,
would have done it anyway.
You hear Big Boy though on his way off the stage? He was like,
No.
ATL, hope.
Yeah, he did
ATL, hope.
quite a few times.
Oh, I did not hear that.
I don't know. I thought they was gonna slip some shit in. I thought Big Boy, somebody was gonna slip some shit in. I mean, Janet
Go
Jackson can
ahead.
show a titty, but they can't say something about social injustice.
I just have this strange feeling, and I can't even knock them. I have a strange feeling that they probably put them on some gag shit to where if you do anything, that they're gonna find a way to fuck their career all the way in through. I have that strange feeling. NFL got power, man. It stretches from
Yeah,
just those
I'm
rich
sure
people offices all the
That's
way to
true.
Washington. So,
I'm sure they got some
Money.
kind of contract
Mhm.
that they have
Yeah.
to sign before they come out here.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on.
I bet you it's real. Like think about it. They didn't even have the press conference that they're supposed to have with all the performing artists beforehand. The NFL like
Mhm.
kept that shit on lock. Like
Yeah.
even Maroon 5, when they actually were somewhere and they talked to them, like, yeah, the NFL made the choice for us not to have a press conference. So I don't know what to tell you. They were kind of annoyed by it.
Yeah.
Because that kind of took their shine away to get some, some record spins on Spotify and, all the other outlets,
NFL
And,
knew what they
Mhm.
It's funny because, like, even considering how tame that halftime show was, people still found things to complain about and rage about.
Like what?
They were like,
Oh,
Janet, you banned Janet for showing a titty, but Adam Levine can take his shirt off. I was like,
Shirt
because
off?
What?
Shirt off? They were bothered by that? Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Hey, I mean,
Oh
they
my
mad
God.
at Janet Jackson's one nipple, but he had both nipples out. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
wow.
that's a titty versus a nipple. I hate to be like that, but it's titty versus nipple. So,
Oh, speaking of that, I'm happy you said that. Mike Huckabee made a tweet. He said maybe the NFL ought to try some country music for halftime. Got to be an improvement and probably won't have to censor it. Hashtag country music. And I said, and this ain't a knock to country music, but country music was like booming late 90s, early 2000s. But I put country music had its moment like 20 years ago and faded like your political career. That's what I put behind the tweet. It did. It peaked and it kind of faded. It's there. It's more popular than rock music. Rock music just kind of went poof.
yeah.
I don't know, man. Country music artists making some money.
Oh, not saying they aren't, but talk to rock artists. They're like the ones, a lot of them are hurting, man. People ain't going to their shows like they used to. They're the ones that are fighting for it.
And so there's country songs out there that's quite questionable. Some of my
I don't know them as much, so y'all would have to tell me.
Don't pay attention to that shit.
God damn, Sosa.
Sosa does not like country music. So we're not gonna have any country artists on the show, just to let y'all know that.
Oh,
Hey,
man,
no.
hurting, breaking my heart. Yeah.
I dig some. I'm a country boy. I dig country music, man.
Mm.
But I like all music.
I didn't mean it like that. I mean like.
I mean, so I don't know. Maybe you don't really know like the history of country and blues and everything though, because it all kind of goes in together,
I
man.
like country music. I listen to the song. I listen to. I got a song on my playlist for my workouts called "Son of a Bitch."
Yeah. Achy breaky heart.
No, Sosa.
Moving right along. What's the next topic?
Another thing we were upset about was Big Boy's jacket or his coat.
That shit was indoor. What the fuck you doing wearing that big ass chinchilla?
That's not why. Peter was upset because he wore the fur coat.
Yeah.
Yo, at this point, everybody's gonna be mad at every fucking thing. It don't fucking matter no more.
Yeah. What Sosa said?
Yeah. So have fun.
It doesn't fucking matter. Let's find something to be pissed about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yo, did this man kiss the coach every time they won?
Oh hell.
What?
Brady, did he?
I don't know what
kiss
you
the
talking
coach
about. I
every
don't
time
want
they
to know.
Oh.
Oh, on the mouth. Ugh, I didn't mean to see that. Anyway,
Oh, time out. What?
Brady. Every time they
No.
won,
No.
somebody made a collage of him kissing the coach.
I don't know. But
So,
I mean, that's just like some Lil Wayne baby stuff, right?
should I share my screen? You want-
Yeah, I know people were complaining talking about he kissed his kids in the mouth. I said, you can do what the hell he want to do with his kids.
kiss the coach on the mouth too, though.
No, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I was just talking about people winning for him kissing his kids in the mouth. And I'm like, y'all just find shit to worry about, bruh. Like,
I mean, up until a certain age, you know.
oh yeah,
kids get
they're
a certain
young.
age.
They were like super young. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yeah, but yet you probably didn't pay your child support this month. Fuck out of here, bruh.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
All right.
that
So
escalated.
bottom line, Super Bowl was lame. Maybe it'll be better next year. 9 times, six rings. Let's do something different.
Well, Brady
halftime
be-
show was okay. I'm trying to move on to the next topic here.
Really super quick. Just
Okay.
so y'all know that this Super Bowl was the lowest rated Super Bowl in 10 years. So you know there's going to be two sides that are going to say, I know why it was lowly rated. It's because of the flag. Nope. I know why it was because we boycotted. Nope.
Yeah.
It's because people are tired of boring ass football games. That's it. That's all I got to say.
Yep.
Well, oh boy, Brady's supposed to be retiring anyway, so
I hope so. Hate.
I don't know, but
So what you're saying is that once Brady retires, you will no longer see the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I can guarantee it. They won't be there like that.
I don't know. It depends on if they keep Edelman because Buddy's
I
been a
don't
human
think
ball piece.
Belichick's gonna roll without his glory boy. And I mean, I don't blame him.
Interesting.
I mean, especially not if they kissing each other in the mouth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Urban bounced not too long after Tebow. He knew the writing was on the wall.
Interesting.
Yep.
Take a sip.
All right. Yeah, next topic now. Sorry.
All right.
So,
in the world of legalizing people and deportations and people coming in and leaving our country illegally and legally and coming in with visas, we just lost a diplomat.
No.
Fuck out of here.
He didn't rap with Cameron.
Oh. 21 Savage.
Well, hey, Brian.
Huh?
Why didn't he use his MasterCard? I kept seeing that. I'm sorry. I kept seeing it online, and I'm like, y'all whack, man. It ain't my joke.
Moment of silence for that joke.
Ain't my joke,
Yeah.
though.
So, yeah, 21 Savage. Apparently, he was here on a work visa in 2005. It expired a year later, and they're just finding out. So,
But I'm confused. He was only like 12, so I can't compute everything.
Somebody might need to check his birth. If he's here on a work visa in 2005, the motherfucker was not 12.
Yeah, they said he was 12, but I think it was like his I think his
That
dad came
motherfucker
over
like 40.
actually.
I mean, shit, he been lying about being American this whole time. He might be 40.
But I mean,
like,
he
if
came
you
over
was
here
like-
at 12 and he was raised here, he might feel like he's American. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. And I understand that. Slick Rick isn't from here. He just went to high school in Brooklyn. I think it was Brooklyn or Manhattan. I forget which one. Anyway, point is, you not from here, motherfucker. I just need the full story. That's all.
And as far as the full story, that's as far as I got. He was here 2005. It expired a year later. He never got it renewed. I don't know how they found out. They're saying somebody snitched on him. They're joking.
His fucking 6'9" pussy ass.
They're joking and saying 6'9" did it. But other than that, he's got to go.
I tell you what.
Go ahead.
When Trump catches charges, it's gonna be 6'9" fault.
Yeah.
He's snitching on everybody.
But I'm just waiting for people who grew up and met 21. That's what I'm ready for Philippe when he got here. Because that's the people we need to talk to. It's kind of like, I believe he probably did come here then. But it's like, did he have an accent? How was he acting? How did he become this? That's going to be the interesting story. Because I'm sure he probably didn't know how this shit worked, more than likely. He was fucking 12 when he came here.
Right, of course.
So
Maybe
I'm not gonna lie,
that's his parents' fault though.
I agree. I agree. So this
And his father's some kind of smart motherfucker. He ain't no dummy.
He's like a
Yeah, he a doctor or
holistic
something.
doctor, like
I don't
some
know.
real
He's
shit.
a doctor something.
Yeah, he's like a
He's a
holistic
doctor
type
something.
person.
They were talking on a Breakfast Club this morning. Saying,
Yeah.
So are you saying that dad's illegal?
Oh yeah, I listened to that one.
Like, y'all better stop snitching.
I see somebody was saying, out of all the illegal Europeans we have
It don't matter
right now, which is 1 million plus right now in the United States, they found 21 Savage. That's the only guy they could find.
It don't help that he got a felony charge on him.
Right.
Well, how did it slip through? He had a felony charge. Why didn't they catch him then?
Exactly.
That is weird. What I'm hearing is like, I don't know if people truly knew that was his father. Maybe that's why.
But this is my thing though. How many people come over here on work visas, right? And then they just let that joker expire and they just hide out somewhere. This dude's all up in, I mean, he's famous as he could be out here.
All up in the videos.
Yeah. They're not famous, but they hide in plain sight.
If you're gonna jump out there and make sure that your career is to be in entertainment, then have your paperwork right.
Yeah, you're right about
He
that.
did like you said, he got here since he's been here since he's been 12. If that's the truth, he didn't know nothing about no visa.
Not at all. Not at all.
And after a while, he just probably just went about his life. I'm pretty sure he heard his parents say something about it once or twice. But after a while, it's just like, I'm going with my life. And to say he's not from Atlanta, I mean, he's been there for 12 years. Is it 12? 1 minute. 14 years?
Yeah, absolutely.
Technically, I mean, he can probably claim Atlanta. So, I mean, who's to say right now, who's to tell him that he's not from Atlanta?
His birth certificate.
Yeah, true. So, and then I heard, these are just like rumors. They're saying they have the wrong person now.
Wait, 21's not the right person, is what you're saying?
They're saying that they're
based on his name? Because
they're saying that the whole thing is a mistake, and they're trying to get it straight. But we'll see what happens.
This is a weird story.
When I heard it first, the first thing I thought about was they brought this kid over here, and this is before I knew he was here for 14, 15 years. I was thinking they brought this kid over here, turned him into a hood rapper, and presented him as a packaged MC, which is probably what's wrong with the hip hop game now. They manufacture these guys to be something that they're not, and everybody eats it up, and these guys get rich off of it. So these people out here living like they think they're supposed to live, like they think these rappers are living, when that's not real life. It's not real life anyway, because all they do is rap about clothes and cars and bullshit. But to be something that you're not, kind of like Iggy,
your favorite.
Yeah.
Well, hold up, though. Hold on. So it's cool for 21 Savage if my man's really from the UK, for him to be over here.
No, it's not. I just said that it's not cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's you manufacturing hip hop. You're bringing somebody over here to play a role.
I thought you was trying to say it was cool for 21 Savage, but Iggy, it's an issue for Iggy, and I was like, all right.
No.
All right, my bad.
Nah,
they're both trash. So don't fucking matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's wrong with hip hop. You're creating something that's not true. My problem with Iggy is she was actually trying to be something that she wasn't. She was hiding her accent and everything.
I mean, but so is 21.
Right. I need to figure out if this man is hiding his accent.
Yeah, because it's weird.
I put that video in chat, and it looks like I put the video in chat, and it looks like he's actively trying to talk without an accent almost.
But I mean, think about it. Keith Urban, y'all brought up country music earlier, right? Keith Urban, he's from what? Australia.
Yeah.
That man don't sound nothing Australian what he's singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Low key is corny.
Neither does Ricky Martin. Who the fuck cares? Neither did the Beatles.
So but that's my point. If there's no problem with them, why is there a problem with 21 and Iggy?
Because you claiming to be somewhere. Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice used to say he's from Miami, but that motherfucker's from Dallas. Same issue.
Yeah, he was. Talking about he won these dirt bike competitions and shit.
Yeah. See, I'm not saying there's a
Dallas, motherfucker.
I was saying, Jason. I was saying it before I knew he was already here for 14 years. I was thinking he just came here like a couple years ago. So that's when I had the whole they're manufacturing hip hop artist type argument. I didn't know he was here already 14 years.
I mean, I agree with you. They are manufacturing artists, but
yeah, I mean, after a while, if you're a kid, it's easy to assimilate into the area you're in and lose your accent.
That's true.
If you're a kid, it's harder for an adult to do it. But if you're a kid growing up in there, you're going to lose a little bit. So, but I do think they are manufacturing artists, and it's horrible. There's nothing we can really do about it, but stop buying shit. It's all an act, son. Anybody else got any views on that?
Fuck them.
Got to keep the views. We got 5 viewers. What's up, viewers?
Hey.
We're fucking mainstream now.
Hey, y'all can talk in the chat. Make yourself known. Liam Neeson, though. Oh, we're going to talk about him.
Oh, this bitch.
Somebody just put that.
Oh, he said Liam Neeson's, though. Oh, y'all want to talk about Liam Neeson now?
Hey, let's go ahead and
might as well.
Out, right? I ain't watching no more. I ain't watching no more of this motherfucker's movies.
Mr. Liam Neeson, and I don't know like why. I just know what. So apparently somebody got assaulted that he knew. If they were assaulted by black folk, I'm not sure. Apparently it's a pending case. So Liam Neeson was talking to somebody, and he let it slip that he was looking for the first black bastard to approach him on the streets so he could kill him. And he said he had some kind of gun on him. So he was looking for black folk to murder in the streets.
Goddamn John Q out here switching roles, huh?
Right.
I don't know if all these.
Wait, these ain't the fucking movies, man.
Apparently, the movies have gotten to him. He's a superhero now.
Apparently.
Just like how Robert Downey Jr. I swear he's Iron Man and everything now.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
So
Yeah,
that's how it is.
Yeah, so Liam Neeson is on the streets avenging his friend who was assaulted by somebody and
with a random person. With just a random somebody's father, somebody's brother, somebody's son wasn't coming home that night if that motherfucker did that shit.
Yeah. Which they
Liam
probably
Neeson go fuck yourself.
There's no proof that he didn't do it. So maybe he did murk somebody and nobody knows about it. It's Liam Neeson. Who's gonna blame Mr. Taken for kill? I would. I'm sorry. I would. He'd be the first man on my list. If I had a list of celebrities,
now it will be.
Killed somebody. Yep. Liam Neeson's.
Now they need to start looking at unsolved murders anywhere this motherfucker been. It won't happen, but you know.
Is it confirmed that a black person raped his friend or whatever?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's a
He said she told him it was a black person.
Yeah.
Black dude or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can find his exact words, because it was somewhere along the line of I was looking for the first black bastard that approached me. I think he was.
And this motherfucker promoting a movie right now.
You know what he was probably doing? Walking around in the hood.
I don't know the hoods over there, but
he was playing.
I don't know.
Liam. How you spell
it says in quotations, I went up and down areas with a kosh, which is a club apparently, hoping I'd be approached by somebody. I'm not ashamed to say that. And I did it for maybe a week, hoping some black bastard would come out of a pub and have a go at me about something, you know, so that I could kill him. Wow. That's pretty intense. That's pretty intense.
I wonder if he said it in like his Taken voice.
It says,
I was walking up and down the street
with a
kosh.
I do.
But now I got to Google what a kosh is, because I thought it was a gun. What?
Thank you for the breakdown. Thank you for the breakdown.
But it also says that he used air quotes when saying black bastard. I don't even know.
A thick, heavy stick or bar used as a weapon, a bludgeon.
But this is intense though. It didn't just say like he heard about this, his friend said this, so he got out, he was mad in a moment. It says that his quote said that he walked up and down the street for maybe a week.
Yeah.
Like hoping that somebody would just come out and attack him, I guess, and try and rape him so he could like fight back, you know?
I try to rape. I don't think anybody would.
I mean, that's the way it reads. That's the way it reads.
Rape Liam Neeson.
This motherfucker.
I mean,
a week, yo. Like this is premeditated.
Yeah, it's premeditated. Exactly.
So at that point, in a legal standpoint, can anything happen to him?
Nah, he ain't do nothing.
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, freedom of speech, right?
I mean, I don't know how it is over there.
Gosh, to bludgeon somebody is not freedom of speech. That is premeditated.
What are you talking about?
That's intent.
I mean, he didn't like point out somebody in particular and threaten them. So I mean, you can't get him for nothing like that. I mean, he just made a pretty much a blanket statement. I mean, it's a dumb, ignorant statement to make, but he just made a statement, a blanket statement.
Yeah,
you know what probably happened though? He signed a bunch of autographs, thinking he was about to bludgeon somebody. Hey, Liam Neeson, can I get your autograph? Probably had to stick like this, ready to bust him.
I tell you what, man. He pretty much said what all these mass murderers and these shooters were saying in their head before they went and did that shit.
Oh, speaking of which, has there been any updates with my man from Empire? They got attacked.
And that story falling apart. Like,
Dead.
Yeah.
man.
That
Ow.
thing is so volatile. You kind of don't want to even touch it.
Yeah, it's so many things I've heard about it. And I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast today. It's like even more shit. I'm like, huh?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently he was supposed to have been on the phone with a lawyer. So they want to check his phone to see if he in fact was on the phone with a lawyer. I mean, not a lawyer, agent. And they want to check his phone to see if that's true. He won't give him the phone. Can't find nothing on 100 hours of tape. So I mean, you don't want to sit here and say he's lying, because then you come under fire for not taking him at his word. But then the story falls apart. So, I mean, it's just a volatile thing. Everybody's kind of just scared to touch it now. Yeah, celebrities ain't even talking about it no more. Just like, nope, let it go.
Live from the Brian Plumper suite.
Brian.
Wow. You're saying potentially my man just made up a story about the whole gay and hate crime and a noose tied around the neck. Just made it up. Potentially.
It's a possibility.
And it's sad for us to say that, but it's like it keeps falling apart.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And the only person that'll ever come out and say anything about it is him, and he probably won't.
And Lee Daniels, what?
And Rich has joined the podcast for anybody listening.
What are you saying?
I don't know. Sound like he's in a bathtub.
How y'all doing?
He's kicked back in a bubble bath right now. He's got some incense going. A glass of wine.
Maxwell playing in the background.
So, before you came in, Rick, you were talking about the Liam Neeson situation. Yeah, about.
First of all, can y'all hear me all right? Because I don't have my studio equipment.
I can hear you. I'll turn you up a little bit here.
All right, cool. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
But sound like you're sitting on the toilet having a conversation on the cell phone speaker.
Talking about Liam Neeson with art imitating life and everything. He trying to be a real life Taken superhero. But he does realize, like, people don't fight when it's time to fight, right? He's just going to get shot. That's what's going to happen. He's going to get shot. That's it.
I mean, are we talking about taking one Liam Neeson or taking three Liam Neesons? Those are two totally different Takens.
Or Schindler's List Liam Neeson.
Right.
Oh, we're talking about an actual Liam Neeson, like a real life dude that can probably not run down the street.
Yeah,
he couldn't run down the street and taking three. So, I mean, did you see that one that one clip where he was jumping over the gate and it was like 12 supercuts?
Yep, because he probably had to do it 12 different times.
The motherfucker's 67 years old, man.
Wait, what? He is?
Yeah, he's not a spring chicken.
Oh, god damn.
No, he ain't even a dead rooster.
Get out. That's like it fucked me up that Samuel L. Jackson just turned 70. I said, the fuck?
Ooh,
he's what?
70.
All that hate in his heart.
Yeah, for real.
All that hate in his heart, man.
Yeah.
Yo, wow.
So, but yeah, to your other question, Jay, yeah, nobody's really talking about the Jussie Smollett thing anymore. So.
Oh no, yeah, he messed up. If there's not enough substantiating evidence for this whole thing, that's why no one's talking about it. Because they ain't dumb. They're like, we can't find nothing.
Yeah, because big cities like that, bruh, like especially Chicago and New York. I don't know about LA because I don't know how big their downtown is because it's so spread out. Like there's cameras every fucking where.
ATM, security.
Yes. Just up,
traffic
period.
cams.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
And if he did, man, that's gonna really set like any kind of movement he would even try to make.
Right.
Back about a good 40 years. Yeah. He in his own little microcosm, he might be all right, but he get trying to go mainstream with anything, he's pretty much done. If this is true, like you don't know, but still.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you don't want to be a jackass, but like I hope it did happen. But it's like, no, I don't want it to. So it's one of those situations, catch-22. My best to him. If he's telling the truth, then I really hope they find who did it. If not, then I hope he comes clean.
Right.
Either way, there needs to be something resolved quickly. Because if there's like 4 people or however many people it is beating the hell out of people, then we need to get them off the streets.
Right.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Anyway, so enough about that. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, likewise. The racism is killing me.
So Izzo put the topic in here of Mr. Lath. What's the man's name?
Man, I don't know about his fuck ass, but I'll look it up for you. Governor of Virginia.
Blackface, Virginia lawyer.
Northam. Ralph Northam. Yes, that's his name.
So unpopular opinion real quick.
Go ahead.
Let them bitches keep doing it so we know where the fuck we stand with you.
But see, it's not a keep doing it thing. He did it 30 years ago. He hadn't just done it.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
At least we knew what you was 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you're probably still the same now because it's not like Virginia's that fucking progressive.
Oh, speaking of niggas, so remind me to tell you something off air. You'll get a kick out of
who?
I just said nigga. Nigga was not talking.
But we know he said it. Not Sosa, but Northam said it.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, it's not an on-air topic. It just came to my brain, so I don't forget.
Oh my god!
All right, yeah, I don't put it in the chat because I don't.
No. I'll talk about when we get off air.
Okay.
Came out.
Hey, but no, for real. Even if it's 30 years ago, I wasn't talking to you, Google.
Hey,
even if it was 30 years ago, it doesn't fucking matter. We need to know because these are the people who were elected in public office.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers weren't vetted good enough, obviously.
They aren't. They're barely vetted. Like, they vet who they want to vet. Just like with Barack Obama, it's like, oh, yeah, he's not from here. I say, you think that they were about to let a black man be president and not find if he was born here? Fuck out of here, bro. That just to sway people's feelings on things? No.
My thing is, I got a few views on this.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, so my thing is, first view is you can't sit here and let the picture come out, apologize about the picture, and then say it wasn't me.
Exactly.
Exactly. You ain't saggy, bro.
Yeah,
it wasn't me.
Yeah, that shit got
so
stupid.
In my mind, what I think happened was all these politicians have PR people.
Yeah.
Okay. And they tell you what to admit to, what not to admit to, how to snake your way out of things.
Right.
He acted or he reacted before his PR person could catch up with him.
Right.
So where the whole
it's fixers.
I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah thing came from. So when his PR person came up, said, okay, we can still fix this. We can still fix this. Say it wasn't you.
I think that is the best that we can come up with, sir.
Yeah, I think at one point said he didn't know which one was him.
He did. But you know that whole mindset is a Trump mindset. I mean, Trump does it every day. So they was just like, he was like, hey man, it works for Trump. Let's go ahead and try the same thing.
Yeah.
All I thought about was the whole R. Kelly, Dave Chappelle skit. Coming out, that piss was digital.
And it's like you don't even have to dig that far to know it was him. Look at his nickname under his yearbook picture.
Oh, Coon Man.
His name was Coon Man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But I mean, even the secondary, when he came out, he was like, he came back and he said, well, neither one of those were me. He then turned around and said, I did blackface at one point, but it was in a dance competition or something like that. It's like, bro,
stop.
Number one, you came out and apologized and said it was you, that you're not the same person. Then the next day, it wasn't you because you would have remembered if it was you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in that same comment, I did wear blackface before, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Wow.
Come on, bro. Get your ass out of here, man.
Yeah, and you're right. His PR was like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Yeah.
So he's trying to dig himself out of a ditch.
Yep.
He does.
And we got to say what everybody, I guess, always assume it's a Republican. This person is a Democrat, bro.
All right.
Which should
Does it
which
really
should show
fucking
you
matter?
something.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
But
it should.
but we know normally 98% of the time we know where it comes from. But I just want people to know that. Don't
Right.
put trust in just one side.
Mhm.
So that's all I was trying to make the point of.
It should please the right because they're not the only ones we're holding over the fire.
Yeah.
You know, we'll turn around and look at ourselves in a minute if it's wrong. Well, most of us, some of us
How
are
about
just
you?
find it as the right. So we'll still support people no matter what they do. I think some people are just so up with politics as the dude can eat a baby and they're just be like, oh well, that baby deserved to be eaten.
Well, damn.
Delicioso.
Exactly.
He had serve on him.
That's the best baby I ever did taste.
Exactly. So I mean, some of us have the common sense to know that there are bad people on both sides. We just got to hold them all over the fire and get rid of all of them. And this is just one of the guys. And I know a lot of people are like, well, it happened 30 years ago, blah, blah, blah. He was a kid. He was not a kid.
Yeah.
No,
swear.
All right.
This
all
is
right.
the same
We
shit
all
about
got
that
triggered
fucking
just
judge.
now. We all
All
got
right.
This
triggered.
is the same shit about that judge.
Yes, we also triggered. Go ahead, whoever. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead, Rich.
No, all right. So like to say that because something happened 30 years ago means it's not valid. I think that is false if the person has proven that they have a different way of thinking. Like if they've proven it. But now if you if you're somebody who has consistently shown the same behaviors over and over and over again, then it's kind of like, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, damn sure ain't a wolf. So I mean,
So I can agree with Rich on that, except for the fact that he's not owning anything, right?
that's exactly right. See, and that's the thing, because if he was saying that, hey, that was me, X, Y, and Z, it's like, okay, then you turn around like, but nah, that wasn't me.
That wasn't me though,
That's
because I
not-
don't remember that. Yeah. If
Yeah.
if he would have came out and said, you know what, I was living in a whole different mindset back then. 100%. I was wrong. Let me go ahead and tell you why I was wrong and what changed my life and what changed my views. And this is the man I am today.
Marky
That would
Mark
be
did it.
completely different.
Oh, that's a good ass point he just made. Marky Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Eminem. Eminem put out the N-word and a few other things on the track, and he turned around and said, you know what? I was stupid for that. I was wrong.
Mhm.
So, I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you. I think what made the picture worse for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's say it was just him in blackface, and he was at like a Halloween party. Equally horrible. You should not do that. You're a jackass. You're a dumbass. The fact that he was
But in
standing
1984, though. Oh, yeah, that's different. You're right.
you know,
The fact that he was what?
Next to somebody dressed as a Klansman.
like somebody just
Oh.
That's sort of
coordinated this.
yeah.
I'd have been like,
that's-
bro, I ain't taking a
Law
picture with
school
you,
yearbook?
bro.
Huh?
Wasn't that his law school yearbook?
No, med
Yeah.
school.
Med school.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. It was fucking post-secondary.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we need to look
Professional.
at this med school that's publishing this in their books.
Yeah, Eastern Virginia Medical School. That is in Norfolk, Virginia.
I'm sure they've had so many hits on their website. Man, our enrollment's gonna be sky high this year. But nah,
Yeah.
it ain't for that
Nah,
reason, bro.
Well,
Damn.
but the other thing is, too, though, it's not confirmed whether he was in the Klansman or the blackface. So we're all just kind of assuming he was in blackface at this point, right?
We're giving him.
He said he was in the fucking picture, so
we're hoping.
Well, initially he did.
at this point, we're hoping he's in the blackface.
Because that's somehow the lesser of the two
It's
evils,
the
right?
Evil.
But,
Yo,
but still, I mean, to your point, we don't know. First off, we don't know which one he was in, right?
Yeah.
And then secondly, he was still at the party. So that means even if he wasn't dressed in one of those, he could have been taking the picture, right? But what was he wearing taking the picture? And even if he was himself taking the picture, at being at that party still condones those actions to some degree.
I agree.
Racism is racism.
I don't know.
Absolutely
Like,
agree with that.
it depends. It depends on like what was that party for? Was it like a was it a white makes right party or something or what?
It was a Make America Great Again party.
I'm just I guess
Was it one of those parties where somebody who didn't care about none of this was like, "Holy shit, what's going on here?" I'm leaving.
right. Yeah, because I mean, think about how many times we've been in the wrong place. We're like, I kind of need to get out of here. Like, if someone snapped a picture of you just because you were there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it excuses it. It's just one of those things like to say that just because you're there means you were like extremely at fault.
It's kind of like going.
They were
to a
smiling
party.
in the fucking picture. They knew where they were at.
Kind of like going to a college party and then all of a sudden somebody starts doing coke.
Right.
Oh yeah, we out. We out.
We
Yeah, you know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't snitching, but we out. We out.
Right.
But at that moment, while they're doing lines on the table, somebody snaps a picture and you in the background holding a Coca-Cola, just like, what the fuck? All of a sudden, you a cokehead.
Right. I mean, this is still a little bit different, but it's just,
I mean, it's a way bit different though, because I mean, you don't just walk up in a party like that in blackface or in a Klansman outfit.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Like,
you had
be
to
like,
think
oh
about
shit,
that.
I wasn't supposed to be here. This ain't my type of people.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you had some like extra effort in your racism quota that day to be like, I'm going to get in blackface and do this.
And in reality, if he is the one in blackface, it wasn't just blackface. That was like black body. Like, I mean, he took his time and went all the way down the arms and everything.
And that's the point I was about to make. That ain't nothing you just put on and walk out.
Right.
That's getting caught in blackface and then crying crocodile tears. It takes effort to paint your body.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to? Has anyone ever? And this is speaking from model building. Have you ever tried to paint anything black? That is the hardest color to work with.
That's funny.
They do it perfectly and get the red on the black without black leaking into the red in the lips.
Right.
You put effort into that. Your racism took effort.
Yeah.
Well, I can't excuse that.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm not saying. I'm just talking about the being there part. The extra racism, not cool at all.
Yeah. So sorry, sir, but you do have to hand that seat over. You gotta give it up, brother.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he can't be. And I mean, and if for anything else, if not just for the sake of for that own issue, to say that he's able to represent the people without this huge cloud of quote unquote shame hanging over him, it's gonna be really hard for him to do anything, to push anything through, because no one's gonna believe anything he says, especially if you literally had a statement and then 3 days later, like, nah, that wasn't me. But 2 days later, 2 days before, you said it was.
Yep.
Nah.
Right. But I got a question. What's the scandal that's with the runner up that's gonna take his place if he does bow out?
You mean
I just-
the runner-up or the lieutenant general? No,
What's
not
not runner-up, but-
lieutenant governor.
Yeah, the dude that's to take his place if he bows out. I just saw something about it on the news not too long before I came.
Yeah,
and
lieutenant
jumped on.
governor. He's black, isn't he?
He is, but they said there's some sort of, maybe no one knows about it because I don't know about it. I was asking y'all.
Oh, I have no clue. I just remember seeing a tweet from him and I saw he was black. That's as much as I know.
I don't know.
I mean, it's probably something to do with, blackish.
What? Black.
The fuck you say?
Great show.
It's something to do with that. I'm sure it's going to be like, well, because you have this melanin concentration, you are ineligible to be in this role. Why? Because reason. I think that's all. It's probably something dumb. But hey, let's note the date of this podcast, because if something terrible comes out, it's like, hey, we didn't know at that moment in time. So hey,
we not no profit.
On January 4th, 2019.
January, February, my nigga.
Oh, damn. I'm already lost a month. No.
All right, so here's the headline.
It's
His name is
sexual.
Fairfax.
Yeah.
The guy's
It's
name
a
is Justin
sexual assault.
Fairfax. He said, who is Justin Fairfax? The descendant of slaves is next in line for Virginia governor. I said,
Okay, isn't all of us? I don't think that's like a news flash for anybody that's black.
let me finish. Let me say, Justin Fairfax carried the manumission documents for his enslaved ancestors as he took oath of office in the capital of the former Confederacy.
Okay,
So he had his freedom papers with him.
got you. Okay,
Okay.
Interesting,
that
but
makes
okay.
sense.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what I was talking about is that apparently in 2004 he had a sexual encounter, and now they're trying to say that it was sexual assault.
Got
Really?
it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I see it. It's on the New York Times website.
You talking
And
about
he's
the
saying
sexual?
it was consensual.
Hmm.
You talking about the sexual encounter thing?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, he's out. Next.
Right.
Oh, he was. Oh, this is the crazy part. He was working as an aide for John Edwards. That ain't well either.
Oh, that is not what he needs right now.
If you remember John
Oh
Edwards,
man.
John Edwards was cheating on his like deathbed wife. Like Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. He is toast.
Yeah.
This thing is gonna have to be some kind of they're gonna have to put people through some kind of holy grail obstacle course to hold office now. So those who are pure of heart can only
You
cross.
had to put him in front of the knight in Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade.
No, we need the oracles from the never-ending story.
Oh wow. Y'all so stupid. Y'all so stupid.
Jeez, everybody got dirt.
I
Do you think?
Yeah.
I think
Go ahead.
everybody has dirt. It's just the way in which it manifests itself that makes it bad. Because it kind of comes. It's like you because like everybody thought John Edwards was gonna be that dude, and then all of a sudden like, well,
Oh yeah. I thought John Edwards was gonna be the nomination in what leading in 04. I remember he even came to school and I went to the rally.
At some point, man, we're gonna have to start grading on the curve.
We've been grading on the curve.
no, I was
I
about to say we that last election, everybody was a D plus. To F.
Oh yeah. Well, we got the F somehow.
Everybody got
because-
dirt.
And we've been
That's-
getting effed
that-
ever
but,
since.
but no, you got to remember, Steve. But on that curve, he became a B plus. So
Huh? Who we talking about?
God,
I say
Damn.
it's because of the grading on a curve.
Oh, his curve is still like a D minus though.
I don't know, man. Depending
Pause.
on it depends. What?
Pause.
It depends on who you ask.
Just keep going. Don't listen to him. We were trying to follow. He just interrupted.
No, but what I'm saying is, after a while, we've been great on the curve, but once we find things out, we kind of remove people from their position. At this point, we just got to let people slide. There's going to be a chart.
Nah,
If you're here with the chart, then you can slide. But once you cross this line, then we got to get rid of you. So petty theft, that's cool. We're gonna
that's not gonna work because we have been doing that for so long now, to where it's literally just like you were saying. Think about all the evangelicals who are like, "Nah, this is wrong, X, Y, and Z," and now all of a sudden it's like, well, reasons. So no, I don't think that's the way to do it at all. I think there has to be some sort of semblance of moral respect between people, and I think we have to kind of just keep it there, because what we're doing now is every other day you see some new transgression of how people are supposed to treat each other, and it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to keep weeding them out until we get some actual good moral people that's going to do some good.
Short of that, the only other option we got is robots.
Oh no!
Hell no. That's Skynet.
Yeah, you Skynetting. Yeah.
Robot never
Yeah,
went
wow.
Why does everybody keep thinking like whenever AI is like Skynet? Like you have AI in your life every day, it just doesn't talk to you yet.
Yeah, but it ain't trying to.
Hey,
It
Google,
doesn't-
talk back to me, bro.
I mean, it's responding. It's not talking, but you know.
Don't get Rich started.
What's
I tell
what's
him
the
to turn off
Will
the
Smith-
lights, and the bitch turn off the lights.
What's the Will Smith movie?
iRobot.
iRobot.
Yeah, fine. Then iRobot, not Skynet. Is that better for you, Rich?
Yeah, that's a little better, but
Rich was triggered for no reason.
We can't please you, Rich.
Listen, all the technological advancements we got and all the steps we're taking in robotics and AI, the only thing we're trying to do is make a robot we can have sex with.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
chill out.
dead serious.
I don't do that.
They're not trying to cure anything. They're not trying to make anything easier. It's just,
fuck it. I know. I've heard this before.
I should not be laughing at this.
Alien.
but I'm dead serious. Those are the most advanced robots you will see out. They got a stripper robot. I'd never seen anything like that before.
Since you
out of business.
Since we just opened up Pandora's box, no pun intended. But
I like Bob.
we all do. I think it's under assumption that at least two of y'all enjoy boxes thoroughly. Y'all have offspring, but like, do people what? Maybe because I ain't that damn lonely. Why would I want to have something with something that's soulless? Question. I just don't. I can't compute. Anybody?
It's just-
like anybody? Can somebody put me in that person's mind?
I mean, all right. Let's think about this in what would be the difference between a robot and a vibrator?
I'm about to say the same shit.
Like what would be like functionally? You're talking about
Yeah,
functional
probably because
needs.
well, I don't know about y'all, but I don't use any contraption, so.
But I mean that's really all it comes down. It's function. It's function that's really facilitating it. Beyond that, it's really nothing else. Because I mean, it's like it's this thing. You just do what you need to do, release, go.
But don't like in situations like that when it's over, you hit your peak and it's over. I'm trying to not sound all crazy. Like, don't you feel fucking weird? I ain't hear you, Brian. I have a feeling it's funny. Huh? What did you say?
Way too late for that.
But I'm just saying, like, evidently, in like Asia or Japan or one of those places, it's a thing.
Listen, after it's over, you have to have some sort of horrible shame.
That's
Look
exactly
down
what I'm trying to
and see a life-size rubber doll laying on your bed. You gotta feel shame. There's no way you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, "I'm a man." No.
I know that was weird, but I just had to ask the question.
I mean,
because evidently it's a thing.
You're just a man who plays with toys. That's all.
No.
I know.
I mean, that's the only way I mean, because I think in all honesty, at the end of the day, it's function. It's simply that. It ain't got nothing to do with feel. And I think that now hold on. Let me finish this though. I think that is the way that it is. But I think that's also going to be one of the detriments of society because everything is supposed to be just tactile function, and you know, we'll get to this place of where it's just like it's not about an emotional connection or anything like that. It's just about how can I get this sweet release and then go home.
Sweet release.
I mean, so first off, I gotta say this. This conversation went so far out of bounds.
Sorry, I just had to ask.
That's Izzo's fault, damn it.
Yeah,
But
fucking right.
I just had to ask all my favorite people in the world. I just had to ask. Y'all would have to know.
so this is my thing, right? So, all right, you mentioned a woman and a vibrator, right? So, what's the difference in your hand and this robot that looks a whole lot better than your hand?
You have to ask that.
I'm just saying, like
I don't
like,
have to look
you
over
go-
at my hand when I go to sleep. But I have to look over at this robot and feel disgusting.
I mean, you ain't got to. You just push it off the bed or whatever, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, just push
I
it
know.
off the bed.
Oh god.
Kick
I
it
like
off
how
the
Buzz
bed
Lightyear
like
viewers, we don't usually talk this stupid shit.
You're like, oh, pick it up.
you kick it off the bed like it's that one part of the comforter that won't get straight.
Oh,
Listen, that's when the shame comes. You don't feel shame from ordering a thing that's probably like $5,000. You don't feel shame when they pull this big crate in your house. You don't feel shame pulling the crate open, dressing. It's after the release.
you won't feel shame when you charged it.
Oh, and when you wake up in the morning and walk past it,
What about when
Oh,
you
you-
clean it?
You stick it in the toilet.
Oh no, that's
Oh.
where the shame comes in.
Yeah, that's
the shame.
okay. Okay,
That's the
that's the
shame.
shame. You got it.
That's
That's
the
what it
shame.
hits.
Because
Okay.
you'd be like, "Aw."
Yeah, because I mean, I guess your hand, you just wash that shit off, right? You just keep it moving.
Yeah,
But
you keep it moving.
yeah, you talking about a whole Brian.
That's worse than the walk of shame.
That's the shame.
Yeah.
Nah, that's the point of shame.
What? You know what the bad part is?
Have we not hit the bad part?
Oh, it's after the
Hey,
shame.
Izzo, this is your fault.
I'm sorry.
Well, you think about it. After you felt all this shame, and you just feel like the lowest piece of shit on the planet, you can't throw it away because it was $5,000.
No,
You
no,
better get your money's
can't-
worth.
no. You can't throw it away because it's used.
Oh, but what if they sell them used? Ugh.
There's got to be some sort of
Hey,
HIPAA violation with that.
Offer
man.
up. Offer up. Offer up.
That joke,
Let go.
like let go.
Let go. Get it?
That's gotta be that's how Craigslist and Backpage come back.
It's on Facebook Marketplace right now.
Like
man.
Used rubber woman, one leg.
What?
No, they bought the special edition one leg from Big Lots. What do you mean?
It's not even. It's not even gently used. It's like completely wore out.
Yeah. So I mean,
Holy
All right.
shit. How did we
All
get
right,
here,
sorry.
Jonathan?
are we about to
Brian
reel this back in?
started.
We reeling
And
this back
so
in?
that's it for tonight. See
Yeah,
you guys
reel us
next time.
back in, dude.
Well,
We went way
did
too
our-
far.
Oh my god. Yeah. Come on, boss. Get us back on track, boss.
I can't. We are so far beating
You
the trail.
started it, and then I had to ask the question.
How did I did not?
So
But-
the minds are
That's all Izzo right there.
But back on it, I do think that we are going a little bit too far with AI, and it is kind of creepy. It's just some things that we don't need. We don't need Alexa in everything. Just like the Super Bowl commercial last night. They say they tried to put Alexa in everything, like they put it in the toothbrush, they put it in the bathtub, and all that other
I
stuff.
didn't catch that. Yeah.
Everything doesn't need to be speak and do, wherever you want to say.
Uh,
I agree.
Actually, the conversation was kind of good. That was anyway. Anybody got any topics they want to hit on? Anything that they were thinking about?
Did y'all talk about? Yeah, did y'all actually talk about the Liam Neeson thing? 'Cause I came in completely late.
Yeah, we had just finished when you
okay.
came
Well,
on. Yeah.
well, y'all keep that one. Then.
Well, you got any thoughts on it that we might not? We probably hadn't touched on everything.
I don't know, man. Like mine might spawn a whole different thought process of thinking about it.
Go ahead.
All right. So the only thing about with that whole situation, I think it's wrong and stupid. Like, I mean, because if you're going to chastise an entire group of people because of what one person did that you assume had something to do with it, is a complete issue. Like, that in and of itself. And if he said that, then he's just a complete ass.
That kind of goes into the Jim Crow shit, to be honest with you, where they would
Right.
find whatever N-word,
Called
that's
racist.
their word, yeah, and just like hang him for no reason, just because
Right.
something may have happened to somebody.
Right. Now
That's a valid
the only thing I would say though is that if it happened, if it was a black man that said the same thing about a white person, would that response be okay?
Oh, it wouldn't be.
Or now, how many times have we got out? Let's say, for example, we watch Roots, 12 Years a Slave, and be waiting for the wrong white person to come up to us to say something.
Oh God,
And then you
I
get,
feel
and
bad
then
now.
you get angry as hell. You just waiting for them to say, "Hey, your shoes untied." You be like, "What the fuck did you say?"
I
And
feel
you knock
bad
them out.
now because I put something in the chat earlier. I said when I was listening to DNA in the gym, I wanted to throw a 45-pound weight at a white person.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, when I
Izzo is Liam Neeson.
Yes.
So when I heard like what he said, I was like, that ain't right. But at the same time, it's like we on occasions do that too. There's history behind why we say the things that we do. But does that necessarily mean that it's okay to generalize a group of people who potentially, because I know for a fact, Jason ain't lynched nobody,
What you
Right.
mean?
right? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but if someone But if someone stepped to Jason because they were about their feelings about something that some other person who just happened to have the same concentration of melanin in their skin.
Oh, I'd whip their
and
ass
popped off
for him.
Right. You see what,
You already
what I'm saying? Right, that's what I'm saying. So I mean that was the only thing about it that I was like that for me was like I see what people are saying, but at the same time it's like think about it on the other side of that too. And that's really all I got to say about it.
I understand where he was going, but I don't think he thought his brain did not go, hey, filter that shit. Don't even say that shit.
He was just saying words. And it's like, you know, like when people like, you know, think about it times you said something really, really dumb and you haven't filtered it through, like to the point of where it comes out to a place of where you can actually have a rational statement. Because even, and let's just be honest, even what he was saying was, there's no way to rationally put that I'm going to fight a black man because some other guy potentially raped this woman. Like, there's no way to say that that's okay, like, at all.
I think what needs to happen is we have to stop assigning crimes and other negative activities with a race.
Right.
There are evil people. There aren't evil black people. There aren't evil white people. There are evil people. So it shows a huge amount of ignorance and bigotry when you say a black person raped her, so I'm going to find a black person because I'm assigning this crime to black people.
To a black person, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So it like I said, there are evil people. There's not an evil race. It's just evil people.
Yeah.
And no matter what race you are, you can be just as evil as the next person. So that's what's gotten me triggered with him. He's assigning this crime to black people. And that's not fair. And that's not right.
Yeah, I don't think anybody should do that. But even in his case, yeah, man, that ain't fresh player. You know, he ain't gonna make. And the reality of it is, he ain't gonna be making Taken for no way. So it's fine. You know, but what was funny though, man, is like I could only imagine, like at one time they were like, I remember watching the Transformers commentary and they were talking about him being the voice of Optimus Prime if Peter Cullen wasn't cast. I don't know how we feel about that now. Like,
no.
Some bitch.
Bumblebee. Niggas over there. Move out.
I will find you.
Black people pass by. He just locks his truck doors. All the truck doors start locking. Click, 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 click.
This went like so wrong and then just stayed wrong, but in a different way. And
and
now you're drinking a big ass bit. Yeah, it's time to go.
It's all Jonathan's fault.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right. Anybody have anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Yeah. I just want to say I love you guys.
Shut up.
What?
Love you too, Jason. Damn. Get in touch with your feels, man.
We don't do that shit here. We talked about that last week. That old man feeling shit. We don't do that.
And we said that thing was toxic, what you just did.
How's it toxic, man?
No, what he did, not you.
Oh,
toxic masculinity for the 1-9.
That's like, man, you gotta love your people.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
If we get off this podcast tonight and a fucking tree falls and smashes my head while I'm sleeping, y'all motherfuckers gonna know I love you.
I said it back.
I
I'm good. My conscience clear.
My dude.
I'm cutting this whole part out.
My dude.
You cut the whole apartment there.
You were just sitting here talking about fucking rubber dolls, and now you're talking about I love you. How, Sway?
All right.
We don't have all the answers, clearly.
No, apparently not. All right. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. We still got a few people in here. If y'all want to follow us, you can follow our YouTube page. Please follow the YouTube page and rate us. Other than that, you can reach us on Podbean, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, and iTunes. And you can
and share us too.
What? Yeah, share the podcast. Tell other people about the podcast. We're trying
Shout
to
out to Patrick just shared us on Twitter. He retweeted it.
Appreciate you, Patrick.
Yep.
Appreciate you. I can talk. I swear to God, I can.
No,
Appreciate
But
it,
anyway,
buddy.
we'll be back here next Monday, same time. Y'all want to come in again and join us? Absolutely. We got chats going up in here, in the YouTube page. You can hit us up. Our social medias are all on our, like I said, Podbean, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play Music pages. You can hit us up on Twitter as well. So until then, thank you so much for letting us keep you company. We'll holler at you later. Peace.